Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. My name is Kevin Chamorro. I'm making this video for Boise State, trying to show the people how to create picture-in-picture. It's one of the special effects using Adobe Premiere Pro in CS6. So when you want to use picture-in-picture, it's a cool cool video effect that allows you to put a picture inside of the main picture, the main frame. That way you have two screens going on at the same time. Now this can definitely be used for video tutorials that you make, just to enhance the quality of the video, of the lesson, of whatever it is you're recording. So let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see here, I already pulled up my Adobe Premiere and I created a new project. I went ahead and named my project Picture-in-Picture Example. I have my sequence already set out. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in here in my items folder, and I'm going to import a couple different things. I'm going to import two videos that I've worked on already. So let's get started with that. You double click there. Let's look at my desktop, find these videos. I'm going to use the 2-digit by 2-digit video that I created. Just click it, open, and it pulls it into your file, your little window box here. I'm going to bring in another folder as well. Desktop. Oops. Here we go. Go down, find the audio with picture-in-picture. Select that one. Now, before we get started, now you have your files in here. And the cool thing about Adobe is that before you put it into your timeline here, it'll actually render it down so that the frames fit. It makes it so that your video will all be coherent in one single frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the first video, which is going to be the 2-digit by 2-digit. I click and drag it onto video 1. You can see here, video 1. And see, this is what I was talking about. This clip does not match the sequence settings. The awesome thing about Adobe is that you can just click this button right here, change sequence settings, and it'll conform the settings. Boom. There it is. Now, I don't want the audio on this one right here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click inside this frame that I selected, right-click, and I'm going to click Unlink. That way I can just select one or the other, the video file or the audio file. I'm going to select the audio file, and I'm just going to hit delete. Just hit backspace and you'll get rid of your audio file. Now I'm ready to bring in my other picture, and you can see it over here on your display window, what it looks like. And if you hit play, you can see it. Let's move this little hover thing over, and you can see the video proceeding through. Now my goal is to put another picture inside this frame, and how we're going to set that up is by grabbing the 2-digit by 2-digit audio picture-in-picture file. Now I named it that just because I thought it was easy for me to identify. I'm going to drag it into video 2, and I'm going to go ahead and drag it right at the beginning as well. Notice how you can drag it wherever you want on your timeline. I'm going to drag it at the beginning. So now I have that file. And the reason why you're seeing this picture first, this frame, instead of the other one that we just saw, is because this hover, do you see this line right here, this red line? Well, that red line is touching the video 2 first. That's why we can't see video 1. Video 1 is still in there, but it's in the background, so we can't see it. So I'm going to drag this over here. And I'm going to also, just for the sake for you guys to hear my voice better, I'm going to go ahead and delete the audio file. I'm going to go ahead and right-click that, select, right-click, unlink, and then just select the audio file. See how it turns a little darker blue there? Now I'm going to hit backspace. So now I just have my two videos, video 1 and video 2 right here. Okay, so in order to put picture-in-picture, there are a couple ways to do this. I'm going to select my first video, the one that the red beam is seeing first, which is that one right there. And that video, we're going to go click, it's called 2 by 2 audio, PIP, picture-in-picture. Make sure it's selected over here. I'm going to go to Effects in this box right here. See where it says Effects? Click Effects. Now the cool thing about Adobe Premiere is that it actually has presets done for you. If you scroll down to PIPS, Picture in Pictures. Open it up. You have another folder that says 25% Picture in Picture. I'm going to open that folder up. Then you have lower left, lower right, motion, upper left, upper right. You can select any of these. I suggest playing around with them. For the sake of time, I'm going to go ahead and select the, let's go with upper left. We're going to put this picture, this frame, video 2, in the upper left. And I'm going to make it where you can pick effects. There's even more in there. See how we opened up a new folder? You can just click 25% upper left, scale down from full, so it kind of grabs the whole video and brings it down to 25% to the upper left. So you have multiple effects, which makes this so much easier. It's pretty awesome. Spin out or spin in. I'm going to go ahead and go with a spin in to the upper left, just because I think spinning in would be kind of cool. So I'm going to grab it and drag as I'm holding down my right key, and I'm going to place it into the 2x2 digit audio PIP file. And there it is. So now if we hit play, we should be able to see that scaled down from the full window all the way down to 25% and kind of going into the upper left corner. Do you see how that happened? That's pretty cool. Now, just because you selected this preset, ooh, excuse me, does not mean you cannot go back in and physically or manually correct the size. Maybe you don't want 25%. Maybe you want it to be a little bigger. So to do that, just make sure that we're on 2x2 audio. Click up here where it says Effects Controls. Click on that panel, and then go down to Motion. Open that tab by clicking this little arrow. Brings down all these different sets. Now, it says upper left spin in. These components here are already set for that as a preset. However, like I mentioned, I don't like the 25%, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. I'm going to go with 50%. So I'm going to go to Scale, click it, and then go with 50, just to make it bigger. Or you could do 45. Let's try 45. Hit Enter, and there it is. See how it scales it down? Or it scales it a little bit bigger. Just because you hit a preset does not mean you can't mess with the other ones. And if you want, you can even click on this little square box right here. This box, as you can see right here by the motion, if you click it, will allow you to scale it however you please through your window, and you could grab it, move it wherever you want. So that's how you can do picture in picture. Now, I'm not going to put this video 2 on top of video 1 in the middle, because you won't be able to see anything. All the work is going to get cut off, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to put it off to that side, and then I'm going to make video 1, the 2-digit by 2-digit file. I'm going to click on that one, and notice how it changes the effect control, because we just selected a whole different frame. So I'm going to go again, grab that button, open up my motion, and I'm going to go ahead and do spin in as well, just like the other one did. And this one's going to be upper left, but it's okay that it says upper left. I'm going to go ahead and move it and put it in the center. So I'm going to grab it and place it into video 1. Just grab it and dump it in there. But I don't want it to be there because it's being underneath the video 2. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to this little box, and I'm going to manually adjust this preset. I'm going to grab it, put it over here, and I'm going to go ahead and go to scale and make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to go with 45 like we did with the other video. So therefore, that way we have 2 same size videos. So I'm going to put it off to the far right. Okay. And now let's take a look at what we have going on so far. So I'm going to grab my little, I like to call this little spacecraft because it kind of has like a little red beam going all the way down. I'm going to grab my little spacecraft, move my timeline down to the very beginning. Now let's go ahead and hit play and see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and close off my my editing window here so that button's not there. Oh. Okay. So you see how now we have picture in picture in the same video and 2 different things happening at the same time. You have the narration over here and you have the work being shown on this side. Now again, if this is too small, you can go ahead and make it bigger as you wish. So just grab it and drag it. or you can just go and mess with the positioning with the numbers. There's many ways that you can do it. So notice how I have my video 2 selected. That's the one with my face on it. Now I'm going to select video 1, the one with the work where it says 2-digit by 2-digit. That, when I select that and I go to my position marker over here on my effects controls under motion, if I go to scale and I click and then just move my mouse to the right, it makes it bigger. If I move it to the left, it'll make it smaller. I suggest moving your mouse very slowly because they could get small very quick and big very fast. You see that? So just move it, scale it to wherever you want as far as the size goes. I'm more of a, I have a, since it makes it easier using this little window box right here, I like using that. And I just click and drag, position it where I want. I'm going to click this video. You can either click it from this window view or down here, and it already changes your effects control window over here, as you can see. So one more time, I'm going to click this video. These are all the presets for this one. Now as soon as I click the white box, this white video right here, which is video 1, it's going to change my presets over here. Check it out. See how those numbers changed? Well, that's because you're selecting a different one. So I'm going to make my video, the narration part, a little smaller, and then I'm going to move it to the far left right there. That's kind of what I want it to look like. It looks good. If I want to kind of keep playing with it, I can. That's the beautiful thing about this. Just drag my little hovercraft over again, and let's see what happens as an end result. Hit play. Now I'm going to minimize. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so we can see the screen more effectively. Drop my timeline. Just make that a lot bigger there for us. Hit play, and you see the spin-in effect. It kind of gradually gets bigger. One will become bigger than the other. And see, I mean, you could change how fast you want them to get bigger, your rotation, your anchor points, all this good stuff can get changed, your time remapping, everything. Again, beautiful picture-in-picture effect that Adobe Premiere provides us with. And again, that's how you do picture-in-picture using Adobe Premiere as a special effect. If you guys have any more questions, what I like to always do is YouTube or Google, and I click on videos, and you could find a plethora of video tutorials to help you out. Again, my advice to you would be play with the effects tools. This window right here, or in the bottom window, go to the effects, the presets. Click on the PIPS, which is picture in pictures, and play around with all these cool presets and make them your own. Go ahead and scale them down, scale them up, put them into different positions, right, left, upper left, whatever you want. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Kevin Chamorro, and I thank you for viewing, and please do me a favor and play around with Adobe Premiere. It is an awesome tool for editing films, whatever video you're trying to make. Enjoy. Please leave some good feedback. Have a great day.